Although not everything on this watch is original, it's still a very fine example of Rolex's rich history of Submariner models. Hello and welcome to the universe of Beyer watches and jewelry, where the past meets the future. Being the oldest watch retailers in the world, we were founded in 1760 and are still privately owned in the same family in the 8th generation, now headed by Beyer. We connect people of all kinds of interest due to a fantastic watch museum, our more than 50 years experience with vintage watches, and our modern collection of some of the world's best known brands such as Patek Philippe, Rolex and others, but also with jewelry. Today we are talking about the Rolex Submariner. Rolex was founded by the German Hans Wilsdorf. At the age of 24 he started a company selling watches based in London. The trademark Rolex was registered in 1908. Already then he was ahead of his time as he pushed the timepieces on the wrist. As he wanted very precise movements in rather small cases, he chose to have his movements tested at the chronometer test centers, successfully in 1910 in Bezel, Switzerland, and 1914 at the famous Kew Observatory. In 1919 he moved to Geneva, to the center of the watchmaking at that time. Later innovations were the Oyster, water-resistant case, introduced in 1927, and the Perpetual, the self-winding mechanism, introduced in 1931. Beyer started to be the exclusive retailer of Rolex watches in the canton of Zurich in 1932. The first Submariner was introduced in 1953 and was the first diving watch of Rolex. The watch we have here is the reference 5508, which was introduced in 1957 and only produced for about 4 or 5 years. Ours was made around 1958-59. It was the last Submariner that was water resistant, only up to 100 meters or 330 feet. And the second last version without the crown guards. One surname of it is the small crown, as the crown is merely 6 millimeters in diameter. It is also called the James Bond, as Sean Connery wore a Submariner without crown guards in some of his James Bond movies, and proved that a diver's watch can also be worn with a tuxedo, but it was probably one of the versions with a bigger crown. The black dial is of later date, equipped with luminous indices and hands. The original dial was lumed with a highly radioactive radium, which was changed in 1963 to the lesser dangerous tritium. This is indicated on the dial with Swiss and T smaller than 25, meaning that the tritium is only radioactive up to 25 millicurie, which is only a fraction of radium. The bezel rotates in both directions, which was changed on later models. The first 15 minutes has an indication for every minute. These 15 minutes are the most important ones for the decompression after diving. After that, you can see only indications for every 5 minutes. The Mercedes-cent is a bigger dot divided into triangles to hold the lumen better. Bigger means better readability in the dark and thus underwater. The dot on the bezel indicates the 0 point, and as you can see, it also has the central second equipped with a point. The watch is equipped with the automatic movement 1530, introduced in 1957, shortly before this watch was made. It beats with a rate of 2.5 Hz. It has 25 jewels, lever escapement and 44 hours power reserve. Inside the case back we can find the engraving 3.1958, indicating the third quarter of 1958. Thus it's the original case back. The case is stainless steel, the diameter 37 millimeters. The current bracelet with folded links is old, but not the original from 1950s. The watch has been serviced at Beyer in 2019. It comes with the original certificate and also with the original invoice, where you can see it was bought in Great Britain in 1961. Being passionate about watches also means that we take care of timepieces even after they have been sold. We are an official Rolex service center, but also service the other brands we carry. Apart from that, we also have beautiful jewelry made by our goldsmith. We have a big assortment of older and more classic watches. Please visit our website to see some of them. If you want us to review one of these watches, please comment down below. And thank you for watching.